Today we are going to know about Area 51 that hooks viewers immediately and sets up the mystery and intrigue. In the heart of the Nevada desert lies one of the most mysterious and heavily guarded places on Earth. A place the US government denied even existed until 2013. It sparked countless conspiracy theories, fueled stories of secret aircraft, alien technology, and even government cover-ups. But what's really going on behind the fences of Area 51? Today, we dive deep into the secrets, the facts, and the wildest theories behind this legendary facility. Whether you're a skeptic or a true believer, one thing's for sure: Area 51 is hiding something. Area 51, officially known as Groom Lake, is a remote facility within the Nevada Test and Training Range operated by the United States Air Force. Located in southern Nevada, it has been central to numerous classified aerospace projects since the mid-20th century. Though long shrouded in secrecy, declassified documents and official acknowledgements have provided significant insight into the facility's historical role in U.S. national security and technological development. Area 51 was established in 1955 by the Central Intelligence Agency as a testing site for the Lockheed U-2 reconnaissance aircraft. The site was chosen due to its isolation, clear weather conditions, and proximity to the existing Nevada test site. At the time, the United States was engaged in high-stakes intelligence gathering against the Soviet Union. The U-2 aircraft, capable of flying at altitudes above 70,000 feet, was a revolutionary advancement intended to evade Soviet air defenses. Area 51 provided a secure location for development, testing, and pilot training without the risk of public or foreign observation. The extreme secrecy surrounding Area 51 has been maintained through a combination of physical security measures and legal authority. The US government has historically restricted access to the airspace above the site and has denied the existence of the facility until 2013, when the CIA released declassified documents referencing its location and historical use. Additionally, in the 1990s, Area 51 was granted environmental exemptions by presidential order to prevent the disclosure of classified materials potentially hazardous to workers, further fueling public curiosity and speculation. Area 51, officially referred to as Groom Lake, was established during the height of the Cold War as a secret test and development facility for advanced US aerospace programs. While it has become a focal point for conspiracy theories in popular culture, the true origins and purpose of Area 51 are rooted in practical national security needs and technological advancement. In the early 1950s, the United States faced a critical intelligence gap regarding Soviet military capabilities, particularly the development of long-range bombers and nuclear weapons. Conventional reconnaissance methods were insufficient due to Soviet airspace restrictions and the risk of diplomatic incidents. To address this, the US government initiated a top-secret program to develop high-altitude reconnaissance aircraft capable of penetrating enemy airspace undetected. In 1955, the Central Intelligence Agency and Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works began work on the U-2 spy plane under Project Aquatone. A remote and secure test site was needed for flight development, away from public observation and foreign intelligence. The site selected was Groom Lake, a dry lakebed in southern Nevada. Flat, expansive terrain ideal for runways and testing. Isolation from populated areas and proximity to the Nevada test site and other secure government lands. Already restricted airspace from prior nuclear testing, and the site was designated Area 51 as part of the Nevada test site's internal numbering system. To preserve secrecy, Area 51 was excluded from public records. The US government did not acknowledge its existence until 2013, when the CIA declassified documents related to the U-2 program. Special legal protections, including presidential orders, have shielded the site from environmental disclosures and public litigation. There are some conspiracy theories about Area 51. After the alleged 1947 UFO crash in Roswell, New Mexico, The recovered alien spacecraft and bodies were secretly transported to Area 51 for analysis and storage. This theory connects the mysterious Roswell incident with the secrecy of Area 51, despite the base not being officially established until 1955. The US Air Force claimed the object was a weather balloon, later revealing it was part of Project Mogul, a classified program to detect Soviet nuclear tests. Area 51 is part of a vast system of underground tunnels and bunkers connecting secret facilities across the globe, used for covert military, alien or elite government operations. Largely anecdotal, sometimes referencing seismic anomalies or vague satellite imagery. Some believe the US faked the 1969 Apollo moon landing and filmed it on a soundstage at Area 51. This theory is rooted in Cold War distrust and skepticism about NASA's capabilities at the time. According to some fringe theorists, Area 51 hosts bioengineering programs involving alien DNA and human subjects, supposedly creating hybrids for unknown purposes. Area 51 is surrounded by miles of restricted land, with no public access roads leading directly to the base. Now let's see what will happen if you trespass into Area 51. If you cross the boundary, you will be intercepted by armed security forces. These private contractors, while not military, are authorized to detain you at gunpoint, confiscate electronics like phones, cameras, and drones, and use non-lethal or lethal force if deemed necessary. Even before you cross the official boundary, you will likely be seen, tracked, and assessed. Once detained, you are handed over to local sheriff's deputies or federal authorities. You may be arrested and taken to a local jail, interrogated about your intent, especially if carrying surveillance or communication equipment. Trespassing in a restricted military zone falls under Title 18 of the U.S. Code, Section 1382, and can lead to fines up to $5,000, imprisonment for up to 1 year, or a permanent ban from entering federal installations. Trespassing into Area 51 is not an adventure or prank, it's a violation of federal law with real consequences. Let's move on to what could be happening inside Area 51 today. According to the interview with a military official, Colonel Richard Evans, former USAF program manager. Colonel Richard Evans. It's primarily a test and evaluation site. Think of it as the military's most advanced proving ground for aerial technology. We tested aircraft, propulsion systems, radar countermeasures, you name it. If it was a decade ahead of its time, it probably spent time at Area 51. Colonel Richard Evans. In all my years there, I never saw a UFO in the Hollywood sense. No alien bodies, no spacecraft from another world. The truth is that what people saw in the skies were probably our test flights. Stealth technology, drones, exotic propulsion systems. They were decades ahead of what the public knew existed. Colonel Richard Evans. It's not a place of fantasy. It's a cornerstone of American aerospace leadership. The mystery around it distracts from the fact that hundreds of brilliant engineers, pilots, and scientists work there to keep this country secure. That's the real story. Colonel Richard Evans. If people understood how far ahead some of these technologies are, how quietly and effectively they're developed, they'd be amazed. The irony is, the real science at Area 51 is more impressive than any alien story you'll hear on the internet. So what really happens inside Area 51? Advanced aircraft testing, alien encounters, or something even more secretive that we can't begin to imagine? The truth is, Area 51 is a place where innovation meets intense secrecy. Whether it's cutting-edge technology or Cold War-era mysteries, one thing is certain. It's a site that fuels both history and conspiracy. We may never know the full story behind those heavily guarded fences, but maybe that's exactly how it's meant to be. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most secretive locations, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss what's coming next.